Hi, everyone. Welcome to the first Guiding Eyes for the Blind graduation of 2026. My name is Melissa Carney. I'm the Community Outreach and Graduate Support Manager here at Guiding Eyes. Joining me at my feet is my guide dog, 11-year-old yellow lab Erin. We've been a team for almost 10 years. Graduation, as you can imagine, is very special to me as well, and I resonate with the journey that all of our handlers are about to go on. So, as we know, this time of year is a great time to start thinking of those New Year's resolutions. I know, there's a lot of dread behind those words too, but what can we all do as a community moving forward? What is our Guiding Eyes resolution? And one thing I keep coming back to is learning from ourselves, but also from our dogs. What do our dogs do really well? Many things, but a few things stand out to me as we begin the year. Our dogs, whether puppies, dogs in training, or guide dogs, always live in the moment and they remember a lot. They don't always have a complex plan for how things are going to go moving forward. Maybe sometimes they're a little mischievous and have a plot in mind, but generally speaking, they live in the moment and they remember a lot. I'll give you an example. At 5 a.m., your especially Labrador Retriever is very hungry. They have different tactics for waking you up in the morning, whether it's banging their tail against everything in sight to wake you up, whining and stomping their feet, or maybe it's jumping on your bed and seeing how much they can lick your face and stick their tongue in your ear. They have many different creative tactics. And all of those are because they're living in the moment. They're so happy to be waking up by your side every morning. They're just living in that moment of course, wanting to eat, but also wanting to spend the day with you. They don't know what's going to come next. But to them, you are their normal, and you are what they see in the moment. You are what they experience in the moment. And I think the beauty in that is we can think about how our dogs perceive the world. They take the time to appreciate every moment for what it is. And I think we can do the same as their puppy raisers, as their handlers, as their trainers. So for our graduates today, maybe it's as simple as when you go out on your first walk of the day with your dog, or any walk for that matter, taking the time to smile the whole way. And even when you have challenges with your guide dog, reflecting back and thinking, one day, this is going to be an opportunity for growth in disguise. One day, I'm going to look back at even this challenge and smile. Just like our guide dogs live in the moment and remember a lot, we can do the same every time we step out our door, every time we experience a new bonding moment with our dogs indoors, a variety of different circumstances. We can learn from them and we can take the time to appreciate each other for what we are, and that is a team. So moving forward to all of our graduates, there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be plenty of times where you make a mistake or your dog makes a mistake and you have to work through it. There'll be plenty of times when you achieve success and you travel somewhere or do something you never thought was possible. Within all of those moments, take the time to take it all in. That can be a New Year's resolution. For our puppy raisers, even amidst the teething process, your dog has another accident inside during potty training, all of the trials and tribulations of puppy raising, There's that moment when you give a command and your dog looks at you and it clicks. There's that time where they're walking calmly by your side because they finally understand what that means. Those are the moments that we have to appreciate and that empower us to be better, to do better, and to love the life that we're living. So I want to encourage everyone to think ahead, to be positive, to be mindful, to be intentional about everything that you experience as teams. I'm excited, as I know all of my fellow colleagues and our volunteers are, to see what comes next for you in your journeys. Know that this is the start. It's not the end. This is just the next chapter you're entering into. I wish you all the best. I wish you good luck. And with that, I want to turn over the virtual mic to Chris Perry, our CEO.
Thank you for those heartfelt words, Melissa. So thank you all for coming today as we celebrate our first graduating class of 2026. I have a special message for our graduates, and that is I really want to impress something upon you, okay? From the time these dogs that you're taking possession of were born up until today, they have been invested with love, okay? From the time they were born in our whelping kennel up until 8 weeks of life, our staff at our whelping kennel invested them with love. They socialized them. They got them through the early stages of their training. And then the dogs were turned over to our puppy raisers, who spent up to 16 months investing even more time and love into these dogs. Big sacrifice. We could not do it without our puppy raisers. So thank you for your sacrifice in helping to raise these dogs. And then the dogs came back here to Yorktown, to our training kennel, where our kennel staff and our training staff invested them with even more love. You have to understand, all of our employees are dog lovers, so it's just part of our nature, okay? But I share this with you just to let you know that from the moment these dogs were born, they were invested with love. And you're not getting a guide dog. You get a guide dog from like another school. What you're getting from Guiding Eyes is an ambassador. Yes. Getting an ambassador of love. So treat these dogs with love. When they're not working, of course, give them belly rubs. Show them some love. They'll appreciate it, and your guide dog experience from them will be much better because of it. We wish you the very, very best of success with your new guide dogs, and come back and see us someday, okay? All right.
Hi folks, I'm Rebecca Cross, Director of Donor Relations here at Guiding Eyes, and I've got my beautiful guide dog Kokomo. In the spirit of love, she's wearing her Valentine's Day bandana. We have a month, so she's going to wear it well. And I just wanted to take a moment to recognize those who, on the back end make all these amazing dogs possible, because of course everything we do, is completely funded through donations, and we couldn't do it without our incredible supporters who donate financially, as well as all of you who donate your time and much more, and all of the staff who pour so much love and time as well. But I wanted to recognize our donors today and thank you all. And we have a few special recognitions that I'm going to share also for some of the dogs here, and then one at home. There was going to be two at home, but I see one of our home trainings is here, so I'm so happy about that. So I'm going to just go and share now that Bubbles here, she was special named by Jennifer Firestone in memory of her beloved pet Bubbles. So we're really happy that her legacy lives on through this team. Vikia, who's with Bubbles, their class training was actually also sponsored by the Somers Car Show honoring the veterans. And the DeMarco family has coordinated the show for over 9 years now, and they do this to honor a beloved family member who was a Korean War veteran named Louis DeMarco. And they wanted to share, we host a nonprofit car show and donate 100% of the proceeds, and we're so happy to be able to make this difference in the community and to our veterans. So we're so grateful to them for making this class training possible. Also at home, we have Juliet, who is placed with Jack. Juliet was sponsored from birth to career by the Lawlier family, and they wanted to share that they, along with Therese, wish you the most joyous day and a happy congratulations on your graduation. Therese Marie Lawlier, who is unfortunately no longer with us, is both humbled and honored to have sponsored your training together. She shares with you the qualities of kindness. I'm sorry, I'm reading this. And I lost my place. She shares with you the qualities of kindness, compassion, dedication, and resiliency. And we know that with her love of humanity and of animals, that she's a great match for the Guiding Eyes programs. And so they said, we wish you very much congratulations again. And that's from, in memory of Therese Marie Lawlier and Todd and Teresa Lawlier, who was sponsored. And lastly, our home training, who's here with us today, Helix, was special named by Beacon Therapeutics, whose mission is to save and restore vision for patients with prevalent and rare retinal diseases. So obviously Helix is a genetic term, and so we're really glad and thankful to our friends at Beacon for naming Helix. And with all that, congratulations again, everybody, and good luck on your journeys. And I'm going to turn it over to our next individual to thank our puppy raisers.
Hello everyone, my name is Jessica Walsh. I'm a regional puppy specialist of the East. I help with data entry and I help the RPIs for the East regions. As I've been meeting more and more raisers at our in-person IFPs and graduation and learning more about your raising journeys, one thing is clear. You're also passionate, dedicated, and caring. I want to start by thanking each of our puppy raisers for finding the time getting through those late nights and long days with the pup you raise, and for countless hours of training, along with the patience and dedication that helped to lead to this very moment. There's a quote that says, "A little progress each day adds up to big results," and today is proof of that. Each day you made a little progress and helped that pup grow into the confident dog and help build a strong foundation, which added up to the big result, which has brought us here today. Now the pup you raised is about to embark on an exciting new journey with their new partner, and together they will make a little progress each day. Thank you again for your commitment to puppy raising. We would never be able to impact so many lives of graduates, including the ones here today, without your persistence, heart, and dedication. When I call your name, if you could please meet Megan, she will get your raiser certificate to you. I'd like to recognize the raisers who could be here with us today. Chloe McKay for Denzel. Barb and Gary Pazul for Expo. The Capit's family for Garrett. Michelle Sickles and Turner Pecan for Garrett as well. Mary Unk for Lucia. And we also had some raisers that couldn't join us today, so if you can wait for the applause till the end. We had the Moore family with Bijou, who's also known as Bubbles. Kayla Hammerg for Helix, Rachel Bell also for Helix, Haley Favaloro for Fabian, and Katie Stetler for Juliet. Thank you all again, and I'd now like to pass it to Christy. Oh, Christy.
Okay, I guess we're gonna do the student introductions. I was like, let me, no? I don't like speaking. All right, I had the pleasure of working, put my glasses on, old lady. I had the pleasure of working, I'm going to introduce Dan Boggs of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. He's receiving his second guide dog, first from Guiding Eyes for the Blind. He received yellow female Labrador named Lucia. Dan is an assistant director of disability services at Case Western Reserve University. I have my glasses on and I still can't read. He shares a home with his lovely wife, who is here today, and their pet dog, Waffle. Is that the right name? Waffle. Dan, it was a pleasure working with you. I'm so happy I got to meet you. Dan is the example of the perfect student to work with. He took instruction well. He just listened, did everything he was asked to do. Very kind human being. Although we had a lot of laughs. It was an absolute pleasure working with you. I really enjoyed it, and I want to wish you and Lucia so many happy journeys. I can't wait to hear about them. Okay, an awesome person. Sorry, Lucia was trained by Catherine Russell. Sorry about that.
Next up, we have Lucian, currently residing in Stanford, California, and has been matched with his first guide dog, a black lab named Garrett. Lucian is working toward getting a PhD in physics and computer science, and hopefully should know in the upcoming weeks and months where he's going to be ending up. Not only is his team a guide team, they are also a running guides team, and they are fast. I truly mean fast. Half the time, I was quite literally jogging behind them. A little bit of complaining from my part. I had to tell him once to wait to turn, and he asked why. I said, I need a stretch, please. I'm not joking. They are also training for an Ironman, so it's easy to see how great of a match they truly are. You will often find these two racing around in the play area and through the hallways. I truly wish you the best in all regards. The two of you are definitely going places, and I'm so proud of all your hard work. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, Dan.
Next, we have Justin of Rochester, New York, and he has been paired with his first guide dog, a black lab named Expo. Without hesitation, Expo leapt into Justin's heart, both emotionally and physically. Justin enjoys spending time outdoors with his kids, and the family is quite excited to welcome them home. Justin is a talented artist and has actually given each of us our own piece of art that is already hanging up in my office. It's apparent how much Expo already loves you, from the looks he gives to the bed that you share. I know he's in good hands and will enjoy both his work life and his home life. Congratulations. I wish you a long, successful partnership together, and I'm excited to see where you guys go together. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm one of the placement specialists, and I had the privilege of working with Vikia. Vikia has received her fourth guide, first from Guiding Eyes, a female yellow lab named Bubbles, affectionately called Bijou, which is a French word meaning jewel. Vikia is an Air Force veteran. Thank you for your service. She has spent much of her life in California and Hawaii, but moved to the East Coast to be closer to her family. They're very excited to welcome the team back to Darien, Connecticut. This team has done remarkably well, working hard to understand and communicate with each other. They both have such a kind and sweet disposition, mixed in with a whole bunch of spice. A wonderful match that I was lucky enough to be a small part of. Vikia, it's been a pleasure working with you, and I wish you all the best.
Okay, next up is Mark McGowan. He's of Newtown, Pennsylvania. He is training with his second guide dog from Guiding Eyes for the Blind, a black Labrador male named Denzel. Lucia just wants cookies, so we're just gonna ignore her. She keeps going from person to person, so we'll just ignore her. She wants the attention. All right, so Mark. Mark is an accomplished half marathon runner and enjoys spending time by the shore with his family, listening to audiobooks, and he is, sorry guys, a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Mark lives at home with his lovely wife and son. I don't know where he went to, but he was running up and down the aisle. And Mark has a retired guide dog that lives at home as well, named Arlo. As you can tell, I had the pleasure of working with Mark and Dan, affectionately and respectfully called Beavis and Butthead.
He's the butthead, I'm the Beavis.
Debatable.
Boy, was this some work working with the two of these guys. Mark, you have been amazing. The laughter, the patience, your kindness, your love towards your dog is absolutely amazing. When Mark first got Denzel, he's like, oh, he doesn't like me. It's like the very first day. And I'm like, really, dude? Give it a minute. Just let him come to you. And by the next day, he's like, oh my gosh, the affection he's giving me, blah, 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 blah. Like, and he hasn't stopped since. So, Mark, it's been a pleasure. I wish you and Denzel the very best. You're an amazing person. But I'm sorry, Beavis and Butthead got to split up. I look forward to hearing all your adventures, and I wish you much happiness and safe travels. Okay? Mwah.
And last, one of our home training graduates, Cheryl. Cheryl and I braved the cold December weather to train with Helix, a black lab male in her home area of Walk Hill, New York. Helix is an absolute character. He has perfected the art of self-fetch, throwing his toys up all around the living room and catching them, throwing them again, and then deciding that his 82-pound body should be Cheryl's lap dog. The pair have worked very hard getting to know each other and establishing a good working relationship. I look forward to visiting them in the warmer months as they navigate all the bike trails and zip around town. Cheryl is an accomplished author of children's books, a presenter, hosting workshops and podcasts. She has been part of the Guiding Eyes family for many, many years, and it was a pleasure to reconnect and watch the team footage.
I heard what you said about my sneakers.
Yeah, the running joke is Cheryl always has heels on. I've known her 20 years. She's always in heels. But some parts she decided to get sneakers for the home train. It was a thing. But she's back in her heels today, mind you, so we're good. All is right in the world. It was a pleasure. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce our other two home training graduates who are joining us via Zoom, Jack Everly and Juliet. Jack of Rhode Island was trained at home through home training with Kathy Rooney, regional guide dog mobility instructor. Jack was matched with his first female guide companion ever, Juliet, a yellow female lab. Juliet is Jack's sixth dog overall. He is very grateful for the hard work of Juliet's puppy raiser, Katie, who lives in Ithaca, New York. And last, we have Thomas Gibson, who was trained at home with Rivi Israel, a regional guide dog mobility instructor. He was matched with Fabian, who is his fourth guide dog and third from Guiding Eyes. He works as a massage therapist and leads a busy, active lifestyle on the beaches of Delaware. Thomas and Fabian are a match made in heaven and are a wonderful pair. Fabian has already brought lots of joy to Thomas as they travel and enjoy life in Delaware. And now we are going to turn it over to our graduate speakers. We're going to start with Dan.
I just would like to say thank you to the staff, the puppy raisers, the trainers, instructors, everyone that was working with me and Lucia, and all the future dogs and teams that come.
I just wanted to say thank you as well. This is my very first guide dog, and I'm so privileged to be able to be here at Guiding Eyes. I applied because of the running guide program, and I was not disappointed. Garrett is the perfect match. Thank you so much to his puppy raisers, to his trainer, and especially to Dan for bearing with me this past week as we dealt with squirrels and
Yes.
other various obstructions. Garrett is a wonderful dog, and I am so excited to go home and train with him.
Okay. Hi, I'm Justin. I don't know how I'm going to go home without Chef Rob and Craig. That's going to be the hardest transition. I was very nervous of coming here because I'm pretty stubborn for asking for help with anything with my visual transitioning and stuff. But it was very easy transition in learning. I was always Dan's warm up in the morning. Even though I have a runner's body, I'm not that quick. It's not that funny. And I feel like me and Kat were on the same level of don't talk to us till we have our coffee in the morning. She said something inspirational this morning. I want to read to everybody. You can open a flower, damn it. That is all. Oh, and I accidentally got shoes delivered to my house because we were talking sneakers, and I'm pretty sure my mom got me a pair too. I have a shoe problem with Kat. So I'm excited to see what the future brings to us and the kids and the family, and I'm really happy that I was able to come. I'm quick.
I'm Vikia. I'm presently living in Darien, Connecticut, which is not too far away, and I am absolutely amazed at how wonderful Guiding Eyes is as an organization. The people always make an organization, and the people here are absolutely wonderful, so compassionate,
I don't think they're gonna be able to hear you.
professional. Just 1,000 thank yous to everyone. I can't even begin to imagine all the individuals who were involved in helping to make this beautiful guide dog for me. I'm sure there were many whose names I probably don't even know, but I do especially want to recognize, first of all, Carrie Moore, her puppy raiser, who I think laid the foundation for the sweet, wonderful guide dog that she is today, and with her family, Mike, Lily, and Thomas, who I'm sure all contributed to help to raise this puppy and form her into what she was to become in the future. Thank you so much for your dedication and your time. And also to her trainer, Samantha, who I met and who I know contributed greatly to how intelligent and well-trained she is, as well as making the perfect match for me. And last but not least, my instructor, Kat, who has such an amazing perspective and level of experience that even though this is not my first guide dog, she taught me things about myself and about my handling that no one had ever told me before. And it's made a huge difference in my confidence and my ability. So thank you all so much. I am a veteran. Everyone always thanks me for my service, but I truly believe that all of you need to be thanked for your service every day as well. Thank you.
I don't think I can top that. Well done. My name is Mark McCowan. My guide dog here is Denzel. I've been here a couple times before, and I'm going to simply repeat just about everything these guys have said. This organization is amazing. And I, along with my colleagues here, we got to experience the love, the hard work, the commitment that embodies this group of people. You take the puppy raisers, Sarah and Logan, thank you for doing a wonderful job with this guy. I know he was small, but now he's a giant to you now. I want to thank Kim Costello and your lovely family for exposing him to children and to, I don't know if you let him on the couch or the bed at your house, I don't know, but thank you. Last but not least, Chrissy, you have a gift, my friend. You have a gift. You saw what I was trying to do and you figured it out. That's from Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal in the movie Analyze This. Sorry, Lucian, I don't know if you remember that movie. But you can see, we're laughing. You guys are all laughing as well. I'm telling you, the last 2 weeks, Dan and I, yes, we've been affectionately called Beavis and Butthead, but that's because we've had an amazing trainer, instructor in Chrissy and the other two as well. It's just a jovial group. They like the laugh. They like, well, I don't want to say, well, they do the kid around, but they also like to be serious as well in training us to become great handlers of our great, extraordinary guide dogs. I'm touched by this group, and I'm going to cry. I didn't think I'd do it, but man, I'm going to stop. But all of you, thank you for every little thing that makes a big difference in making these ordinary dogs extraordinary.
Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl McNeil Fisher. I live on the southernmost part of Ulster County, up near Orange Ulster County, and I'm so grateful to be here. My first time coming to Guiding Eyes was February of 1994. I was scared. I didn't want to come. My sister drove me down. Oh, and then when I was graduation, I didn't want to leave because I felt so loved. And I'm very grateful. Kathy Bruner, if you're watching, she was one of my first trainers. Kathy Zubricki was a trainer at that time. And we had quite a, Dave C., who's no longer with us. You know, it was just, it was amazing. And now, thanks to Kat, thank you so much for your tenacity and professionalism and knowing me, you know? That you waited, and when you saw Helix, you knew he was the one for me. And it's been a long road these past couple of years. And this guy, I said to her, how tall is he? She goes, I don't know, I can have him measure. And she goes, well, he's 82 pounds. That's it, okay, you don't have to say anymore. And I picked up the harness with this guy, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot tell you how wonderful it feels. And I'm a floor person, and this guy, I swear, he comes over and his whole butt right here, and he's gonna scoop back up and say, hey, you're mine, you know? So anyway, I just wanna say thank you to Guiding Eyes, and I feel today a family, and I'm grateful for that feeling. And I'm grateful for staff and everyone here, for the puppy raisers, and no, I don't want to raise another puppy. I've done it, and but thank you. You're all, whether you're a first timer or you keep coming back. I cannot say enough for puppy raisers. You just thank you, and thank you to you trainers, and thank you so much, Kat. Thank you. it's because of her, you know? She just hung in there and she kept saying, I'm gonna find the dog for you. And here we are. So thank you, everybody. Thanks.
And we have a speaker on Zoom, I believe.
Okay.
That's what it says. All right. I'm sorry if we're not hearing you. We thought we were gonna have a graduate speaker from the home training. At this time, Mark is gonna make his way over to the piano, and I'm gonna take that opportunity to thank our training staff. So there's just a whole list, a whole bunch of people that went into training the dogs. So I'm gonna read them out. Sam Ori, Shannon Deere, Christina Vetrano, Catherine Russell, Amy DiPaolo, Izzy Deleski, Caroline Walsh, Erin Murphy, Alyssa David, and our Running Guides program trainers, Jolene Hollister and Sky Fauché. Thank you guys for everything you do.
Hello again. I'm an amateurish piano player that's been learning for a little over, like, almost close to 2 years. So I'm going to be playing Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd. I do not sing, I only play the piano. So if you want to hum it along in your head and sing, go ahead.
Would be nice to hear.
Going on the carpet.
Okay, at this time, we are going to present our graduates that are here with their certificates. Dan and Lucia. Lucien and Garrett. Justin and Expo. Vikia and Bubbles. Mark and Denzel.
Go Bodie.
And Cheryl and Helix. And I'm gonna turn it over to Melissa for our closing.
I can't possibly top what any of our graduates said. What wonderful speeches and sentiments. All I can do is echo them. And thank you all for every part that you've played in the journey here in the community at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. Thank you for joining us today in this celebration. And please join me one last time in congratulating all these wonderful teams you see in front of you today. Thank you. And I hope all of you have a wonderful evening, a wonderful weekend, and that concludes our first graduation of 2026.